What's up, guys? All right, Dr. Chris Park here. Today I want to talk about addiction. Now, when we talk about addiction, we think of it sometimes in different terms, like different, maybe like these psychological forms. Like we think of it in the sense of a drive, like a drive to do something, like something that that becomes like almost separate from who you are. But at the same time, it is who you are because it's what you do and what you can't break away from, and that's that drive. Okay, I hope those terms kind of made sense. But then we also have this idea of escape, this escaping of maybe some type of traumatic event that occurred a long time ago, which led down a certain path, and that path led to addiction. But we also know the biological ramifications, the what's going on chemically in the brain, and the truth is we don't know everything that's going on, and we don't have all the answers, but we've got a better understanding than we used to. But there's also something else, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and this guy, he's been clean for about 3 years. He's got a great, man, it's a powerful story, but of getting clean and how he's lived his life now, and it's inspiring. But he's been clean for a few, and he was just telling me, because we were talking about somebody else, he said, man, people just want to feel better. And I think that is such like a simple yet profound statement. People just want to feel good, you know what I mean? And so a lot of times our drug use, even though it makes you feel horrible in the grand scheme, that's the reason, because people want to feel good. That's why we do almost anything. And I don't know that gives any great insight specifically to help you get clean, but I think knowing like what your motivation is very helpful. I think it's helpful to know, was there a traumatic event that led to a cycle of escape? I think it's helpful to know if there's some type of habitual action or drive that is pushing you in this direction. I think those things are helpful to know, to understand, to kind of come to terms with and grips with. And sometimes we can focus counseling and psychotherapy and things like that towards those ends, right? And I think it can help people to have a breakthrough, but in the end, you have to have some type of breakthrough. A lot of people have breakthroughs without any type of psychotherapy or counseling. You might watch a video that inspires you or whatever and have a breakthrough. You might listen to a song. You may go to church and have the Spirit just come over you, and you feel something different, something new in you, right? There's just different ways that we have these kind of breakthroughs. And I was talking to a patient the other day, and I got to be honest, I was tough on her. I feel like that's what she needed. She has to wake up because she right now is at very high risk of not only hurting herself but hurting others. And it's time. It's time for her, to have this aha moment. And I realized that addiction in itself, I think if we break it down and just say, well, it's a choice. You do have free will, and we all know that, and we choose it. But there are other ways to look at it besides just the choices made, right? So I don't want to just try to, when I'm trying to counsel someone, you don't want to just tell somebody, just do better, right? I mean, that doesn't help. Maybe in some cases, but in the most of the time, instead we have to look for other ways, kind of through this maze of, emotional drama that is your brain, and somehow get to the heart of it to get to that aha moment, that time to wake up, time to turn around, to turn over a new leaf, to be something different. And so addiction in itself is not actually it's not hopeless. It feels hopeless at times, but it's not hopeless. It feels like you've hit the wall a million times, but you just got to hit it a million and one more times. It's probably why we always say people have to hit rock bottom. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean if you haven't hit rock bottom, you can't make a change. You can. But unfortunately, so many people wait until they have burned all the resources around themselves. They've used up every ounce of help they could have. And there's nothing left. Nothing. They've destroyed it all. A partner of mine called this scorched earth policy. They've burned the ground. And when there's nothing left, what are you going to do? And for a lot of people, that's the time. You to keep the metaphor going, you till up the earth, you plant, you water, and you build something new. And so I hope that you haven't burned everything around you. But I want to tell you that if you have, you can still change. You've made it hard on yourself. But man, the things in life that are worth having are worth fighting for. They're worth struggling for. They're worth sacrificing for. Life's not going to be easy. And even when you decide to get clean, man, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be harder. But I know you just want to feel good. And you can feel good in a new way. I had another patient tell me today, she lost a loved one and she grieved for the first time sober in years. And she was just talking about how cathartic it was. Because before, she would have just turned to drugs. And she would have just washed all those emotions away. Into the void, But now, she feels it. She feels the pain. And it's actually a good thing. It's actually a good thing. So guys, life can be tough. And when you decide to get clean, it's probably going to be even tougher. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. Life is worth it, guys. All right. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Y'all have a great day. Peace.